Greetings friends and welcome to or back to my channel. Today's video is going to be me recreating one of my very first makeup tutorials that I ever posted. It's one of two that I posted within the same week, doing a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial, and I'm going to be recreating that look for you now, and I'm going to be trying to follow my own tutorial, which was a very, very cringy experience for me, going back and watching those videos. Little Brittany, what were you thinking? I don't know. Oh, I'm Brittany, by the way, if you're new. Also, if you're new, make sure to subscribe, join the Brat Pack. New videos every week, and sometimes they're good, and they're definitely better than they were in 2017, which you will see today. So for this video, we're going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette by ABH for our, February project pan, which is another reason why I chose to recreate one of my earlier videos, because this is the only palette I had when I first started YouTube. And so my tutorials were with this quite a bit. So yeah, the video that we are recreating is my Valentine's Day cut crease tutorial. It was my first time even doing a cut crease, if I remember correctly, and it was, fine, but I feel like I'm better now, so I'm excited to recreate it and see how I would do it differently compared to how I did it then. So if you like this video idea or you like anything about it when you're watching it, give it a like if you would like, because I would like to know what you like. And let's just go ahead and get into this video. Do you want to do that? Let's do that. Let's do that right now. Right now. If you would like to see me recreate one of my very first tutorials, it's literally, I believe, my second tutorial I ever posted, and watch some cringy picture-in-picture of me with my sideways videos, just keep on watching. Okay, so I guess it's time we just get started. And now I'm going to go in with the new Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. Foundation. I used to use liquid foundation, and I used to use liquid foundation that was way too light for me. I did like that Wet n Wild foundation, but I wouldn't do it now. I would just jump straight into concealer, which, we'll see what I used to do for that right now. Going with my Tarte Shape Tape. So Tarte Shape Tape, don't use that anymore. Never really liked it, and that shade is obviously way too light for me. So today I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, which I love. I just recently got it and it's great, and this is in the shade Medium Peach, so it should be a little closer to my actual skin tone. Also, I'm going to only put it, on my eyes and not all over my face, because I don't like to use liquid product all over my face anymore. That is all I do is turn in terms of where I put my concealer. And now let's blend it in. While I'm blending in the other side, let's see what I did next back then. Gonna go in with my trusty RCMA No Color Powder. I love this powder. Baking is not what I do anymore, but I do still use the exact same powder. This is probably hella expired if I was using this in 2017, and it's the exact same one. Please don't judge me. I would appreciate that. Thank you very much. But I am going to take the same powder and I'm going to press it under the eyes, but I'm not going to bake. I'm going to just put enough in for me to set my eyes and then move on. Okay, now what did past Brittany do next? With the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light. Okay, I think I still have that bronzer. I know I still have that bronzer. Let me dig it out real quick. 1 second. We can use her. She's still good. Okay, I do still have the bronzer. I definitely got rid of that that brush though. So we'll go ahead with this other brush and use this bronzer. It's been a while since I've taken this one out, but I used to love it. It's a really good bronzer. And I pretty much bronze in the exact same places, and I do still use it the same way as a bronzer / contour. I have been contouring more often recently, lightly, just because, I don't know, it's winter, and in winter times I like to look sort of chiselly and mean, but, today we shall be warm, which I guess is what you want for a nice romantic Valentine's Day look anyway. Now let's see what I did next. The Tarte Amazonian Clay. Oh, that freaking Party Blush by Tarte. Okay, I'm pretty sure I still have that. Let me check. I guess I go through blush phases too, because I thought that I just got into blush recently, but I was into blush 3 years ago, and then I must have stopped and got back into blush, so interesting. And guess what I found? Tarte Party. Wow, again, probably hella expired. All the products I am going to be reusing here, I've had since 2017. But please don't judge me, because it's rude, and your mom taught you better. Okay, I do not, however, have that duo fiber brush anymore, but I do have this one from Luxie, so we'll go ahead and use this one to put it on my cheeks. Ooh, that's powdery. I don't remember it being so powdery. We'll use that to put it on my cheeks. pretty blush. I never use this anymore. Yeah, that's pretty. It's a pretty little blush. Now I would put it on the tip of my nose though, because I like that look. I think it looks cute. Very cute. Now, what did I do next? I think I went in with brows next. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I did do brows next. I'm not going to do brows today because like the bangs cover it, so it doesn't matter, but I pretty much do the same thing with brows. I'm using a different powder combination, but I do still use a powder combination, but I put it over a pencil so it sticks longer. But yeah, that's pretty much what I would do now as well. Not much has changed there. Let's move on. It looks like next to eyeshadow. So in my initial video, as you see, I started with Buon Fresco. I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to actually start with Love Letter and then blend Buon Fresco on top. So let's do that. I left my eyeshadow brushes in the kitchen. Okay, so I'm going to start with Love Letter and I'm going to put that in the crease and make the shape that we want first and then blend that out with Buon Fresco, which is the opposite of what little 2017 Brittany did. I'd also like to point out the attention to detail here. I was wearing a striped shirt in my other video, so I'm wearing a striped shirt in this video. Just wanted to point that out there in case y'all missed that. That wasn't an accident, it was definitely strategic. So we're gonna go just like that and then map that out on the other eye. Okay, you see here now little Brittany's putting in Love Letter, but now I'm going to use Buon Fresco and blend out the edges. Also, I don't know how it's possible that we've gotten this far into the video and I haven't apologized for the fact that 2017 Brittany was so lazy that she couldn't just do like a quick Google search and figure out how to flip a video and literally uploaded it sideways like that. Why? Why? I don't know. There are so many of my videos that are like that because I just didn't take the time to figure out that you could flip a video. And I think the app that I use for video flipping is like $5. Like it's super affordable, super inexpensive, but I didn't even take the time to figure it out. I was just like, well, guess we're uploading it sideways. All right, so now we are blending the edges. Okay, and what 2017 Brittany did now was put concealer straight on the lid and immediately cut the crease. I'm not going to do that because I'm not a savage. What I'm going to do is put concealer on my hand and cut the crease. And I'm going to use the regular e.l.f. Camo Concealer, the original formula, because this is way too light for me, but it'll work really well for cutting that crease. She did have a good taste in a brush back then though, and I am going to use the exact same brush, but take it off the hand and then cut the crease. Sweet, simple Brittany. I don't know what you were doing. You didn't know what you were doing. You were just trying your best. Trying your best, she was. Okay, and where I stopped in 2017 was right there, but I'm actually going to take it out with the wing. Because that's what I wanted to do then, but did not know how. Just like that. And just as I did back then, I'm going to pack Vermeer on top, but I'm not going to wet it because the shade honestly is fine without wetting it. Back then I wet it with MAC Fix Plus, but I don't use MAC anymore on this channel or in life because it's not cruelty-free. And there's a ton of cruelty-free options, so there's no excuse to not be cruelty-free. Boom. Add it on. Just like that. Very good. And now we're going to map it out on the other side. Map it out. Match it up is what I meant to say. But okay. Okay, another thing that past Brittany and present Brittany would absolutely do is to map out the cut crease area and make it a little more defined. So I am going to mix Love Letter and a little Cypress Umber, get that deep, and outline it. Just listening to myself talk in the old videos is the cringiest thing in the entire world because I can totally see why My husband was always like, I can't watch your videos because it doesn't seem like you. Because when I listen to her talk, I don't know who she is. She's obviously someone who's very insecure and very awkward on camera and didn't know how to be herself, so just tried to be who she saw on YouTube without even realizing it, because I didn't realize that I wasn't being myself, but I don't understand her, I don't know what she's talking about, and she just sounds so awkward. And I feel like I've come in my own a lot more since 2017. And I feel for her a little bit. I do. I feel for her. She'll get it though. This is weird to talk about myself this way. I'm gonna stop now. Okay, so I am going to take some advice from 2017 Brittany and go off camera to do my wing, and I will be right back to finish the lower lash line and put on some mascara with you. So, one second. Ooh, okay. 2017 Brittany is a lot better with liquid liner in that she even attempts it, because 2020 Brittany does not even fugs with that. But you know what? I think I did okay considering I haven't done liquid liner in ages. I don't even try anymore because it's just, I suck at it and my eyelids are too old and it's just like not a fun experience for me. But I think I did a pretty good job. What do you think? I think it's okay. So now let's smoke out the lower lash line. Why am I starting with Buon Fresco? I don't know, but that's not what I'm going to do today. I'm going to start with Love Letter. You know what? No. Let's do it her way. I'm going to start with Buon Fresco. Even though that just seems a little strange to me. Doesn't seem like it would show up that much, but you know what? Whatever. Let's just do it. Okay. Okay, now let's put Love Letter closer to the lash line. Okay, so that is what we have for the eyes. Now let's put on some mascara together. Mascara. So back then I was bougier apparently and I used Marc Jacobs. I haven't used that in so long, but I remember loving that mascara. But I've definitely started going in a more affordable route for mascara because it's just as good. Why spend more when you can spend less on Essence? I don't know. Maybe I hadn't known of it yet. I probably didn't, but now that I do, I can't use anything else. It's a weird way to say else. It's like I couldn't breathe. Anything else. Okay. But yeah, it's pretty much just put on mascara. Same then, same now. Just different mascara. Because I don't own Marc Jacobs, and I haven't in a while, because why spend more when you can spend less is what I just said a second ago, and I maintain that statement. You may notice that 2017 Brittany didn't use a setting spray. Don't know what that was about, but 2020 Brittany would 100% use a setting spray. I can't not use a setting spray or my makeup doesn't feel complete. Today, for this video, I'm not going to, just because we're copying that tutorial, but just know there's no way I would ever leave the house without a setting spray. Because that's madness. Okay, so I don't use my Lash Princess on the bottom lashes because it's far too intense. It makes them real, like, if I want that look, I'll go for it, but if I want something softer on the lower lash line, I don't. I'm just going to go in with this little petite and pretty mascara on the lower lash line. Don't know what that was, but sure. Okay, so let's see what I did next. Back when? Back yonder times. The sleek frickin' highlighting palette. I don't know if I have that anymore. Let me check. One second. Yeah, I don't have that sleek palette anymore. I got rid of it a long time ago because it actually really doesn't match with my skin tone at all. Every shade in it is far too light and frosty for what I like in a highlight. But I remember when I got that, it was like the thing you had to have, and it was expensive and I didn't have the money at the time, so it like got in my heart, you know. But today, just for like that rosy sort of pinky sort of highlight, I'm gonna go in with the Stila, what is this, Kitten highlight, which I don't love, but it'll go with this look for the recreation. Looks like that. Okay. Oh, and look at little me using a fan brush. No, I still have that fan brush. I never use it anymore, and I'm not gonna start right now. I'm just gonna use my finger because this is like a creamy sort of formula, but I still have that little fan brush right here. I also wouldn't put my highlight on last like this. I usually put my highlight on before my blush so I can blend them in together, but, you know, for the sake of the tutorial, I did it last. Okay, and now for lips, I was using the Maybelline Almond Rose. Man, I loved that lipstick. I used to use that lipstick all the time. But Maybelline's not cruelty free, so I don't use them anymore. So I'm gonna find another pinkish rosy tone that we can throw on with this eye. So one second. Okay, so for a comparable lip to the Almond Rose that I was using back then, I got Cami by ColourPop. This one is a little more mauve-y, but I think that that'll work with the tones in the eyes. So let's do that. Actually, that's pretty close. Okay guys, and this is the completed recreation. Okay guys, so that was me recreating my one of my very first makeup tutorials with the Modern Renaissance palette for Anastasia Beverly Hills, creating this cut crease winged liner situation. How cringy were my earlier videos. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna look back on these videos and feel like they're hella cringy also. And I'm probably gonna be like, oh, she wasn't herself. But like, I've seen and looking at the little videos over here that I have improved a lot, skill-wise, editing-wise, confidence in myself-wise, and just like, you know, doing these videos and talking and being myself and just practicing and having fun. And I used to wear so much more makeup back then on my skin. I don't know how I could breathe, and I don't know. I feel like I've gotten better in a lot of ways, and I feel like I've gotten more confident in a lot of ways, and I feel like only good things. I just feel good things. It's a good day. I'm happy. Doing this made me happy. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, of course, give it a like and subscribe. I would love to have you as part of the Brat Pack. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Bratterstein, just like it is here. And on Twitter. Love Twitter. And I think that that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you know, watched all the way through. And thank you for hanging out with me when you could be anywhere else in the world. It's awesome. You're awesome. And I hope to see you in my next video.